Hey folks, so this is day one of Vlogmas. So I'm just going to explain in this first video what I'm even doing here because this is a little bit different than the other stuff that you're going to find here on the YouTube channel. So Vlogmas is vlogging, right? So it's like a video diary kind of. I'm going to be coming on here and chatting about what I'm doing most days in December. That's why it's called Vlogmas, right? So this is not going to be like a how-to tutorial kind of thing. Most of the videos on my channel, I aim to make them quite actionable for you and like improve your teaching or improve your business. This is not that. This is for fun. You might learn some things along the way. I don't know, but I hope you'll come with me on the journey if it sounds fun to you. So this is day one, meaning it's the 1st of December today. And yeah, so far today, what have I done? I got up and I always go straight to work in the morning. So I've done a bit of work already today, mostly some boring kind of stuff. I've answered some messages. I have a very boring project at the moment to do with tax, sales tax as you would call it in the US, or VAT. Anyway, it's a whole mess that is going to be great when I've sorted it out because it's going to save us a lot of time, but it's not super fun to do. So I won't talk too much about that, but I've got more of that to do across today and tomorrow, probably into next week. But other stuff that's going on today. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to write the member email. So every Monday we email the Vibrant Music Teaching members to let them know about new stuff that's out and other stuff that's going on in the community. So I write that generally on a Friday or a Saturday morning sometimes because I don't work on Mondays. So yeah, I'm going to schedule that email. And I also need to work on a podcast episode today. So I had this goal for myself, not a hard deadline, but I was trying to get a certain group of our content for next year done for some of Q1 and Q2, quarter 1 and 2, first half of the year. Not all of it, it's just the stuff that I could do. I was aiming to get it done before the end of November. Today is the 1st of December, but I just have this one podcast episode and then that'll be done. So it's close enough that we'll get to cross that off the list. So that'll be a fun moment. I may get a moment to go through this music behind me. That's why it's on the stand, but it's not actually urgent. I will hop on here if I go through it later. It's a piece for a student's exam and the student comes on Thursday. So like they just told me that their selection yesterday, so that's for next week, but I may get a chance to look through it and label the sections later today because that's just something fun, playing new music. So I'll probably take a moment to do that. And then the big thing for today, which I'm hoping to take you on the journey with me, is our Christmas decorations. So I'm going to be pulling them down from the attic and sorting through them. I try to organize them before I put them away, but you know, they're always kind of still a mess. So we'll take all of those out and organize them. I think today is not going to be tree day. I think that's probably going to be done on Sunday. But I might get most of the other decorations up, and I think my husband might get the garden lights up. He usually does the outside lights. So yes, I'll put in some little bits and then I'll come back on when we're doing the decorating. So we're on the landing now. If you're confused about my location, I'm sitting on the floor because I'm surrounded by our Christmas boxes. I think we may have more. So I'm going to ask G to go up and investigate further later and just be like, are there more things? I think there's bags with the Christmas tree. I'm not sure if there's anything else that I'm missing because you see we've got a bit of a Christmas tree down here. It's fake, obviously, that's why I'm saying a bit of. That's one section. I think the rest are in like bin bags. Yeah, last year I tried to get more organisation, but there just aren't boxes big enough for some of this stuff. So anyway, we're going to sort this out. Christmas tree and the other things in this box are definitely going downstairs. There's snowflakes in here. So those go hanging in the windows downstairs. So that big box is going downstairs. And then we've got some other stuff in here. Some of this is for upstairs, which is why I'm pausing here to organise some of this stuff. Sorry about the noise as I do this. Yeah, we're mainly avoiding tofu right now. Because once I bring all this stuff downstairs, Tofu has to investigate everything. Tofu is my dog, if you don't know Tofu. So we might see some of his investigations over the next few days. Maybe today. Right, so here's what else we have. We have these guys. These are my Christmas trees I made last year. I'm hoping to make some new decorations this year as well. I try to like add to this every year. I'm really trying over the last 3 years or so, 4 years. I don't know. It's been quite a few years since I bought Christmas decorations because it's just all plastic and it pains me to buy any more plastic. So I have plastic baubles and stuff and I keep those. But anything new that I want to add, because I do want to keep, making it a bit more extra, I try to make them instead. So these are fabric, those ones. And then we've got some stuff for the Christmas trees. I'm going to put that in here. Sorry, loud. These are all for the Christmas tree because my Christmas tree is a rainbow. So I have them bagged up in colours. So some bags are smaller than others. Because I do like a rainbow tree. So again, I'm hoping to add more to my rainbow. Not more colours, more of each colour this year. Now, these go up here. So we're going to put those up in a second. We've got the outdoor lights. I'm going to take those out as well. So, balls of these. G is going to put those up outside, as I said. And then that's for the tree. This is another bag of a certain colour. What is it? Pink and red. Can just about see that. Okay. So these are just random bags because they're just whatever I had on hand. Then we've got... I'm going to put this on the main tree this year. I think we got these as a gift last year. It could have been the year before. This is a gamer Santa. I think it was G's gift from our VLOGMAS, as we call it. And we've got a hamburger. So those will go on the main tree. And there's some random decor here. This little guy is going to go on the chest of drawers is right there. This is green, as you can see. So that's also going downstairs to the tree. Most of this is for the tree. Blue. Okay, and then I've got some ribbons and tinsel and stuff, and those are going to go in the waiting room. So I'm going to keep those with my pile that's for teaching areas. This is just one of the most beautiful cards I'd ever received, and I had to keep it as like a Christmas decoration. Do you see that? This is from a student of mine who just always gets the best gifts ever. And they got this beautiful card with last year's, or was it the year before? I can't remember. Christmas present. Okay, so that will also put on the chest of drawers right there. Sorry. This guy needs to go out. This is my Christmas beanie baby. I have loads of beanie babies if you haven't seen them before. So he'll go somewhere around here. So will this random star. And then, yeah, this bag is all like more traditional coloured baubles. Yes, so this whole box. See, I'm not that disorganised. And that actually, yeah, is our mini tree. So we had a little tree that we had from like when we lived in an apartment, and it's like, it's not big at all. 4 feet, something like that. And so I use that as like a little studio tree. Sometimes I put it up here, sometimes in the waiting room. We'll make that decision as we go through today. But yeah, I put all of our just gold and red ornaments on that and save the others for my rainbow tree. So yeah, I'm going to keep sorting this out. I'm going to do some decoration and then I'll show you what we've done. Alright, so things have changed a little bit. I have changed. First of all, I've changed my clothes. So I'm dressed for teaching now. It's like an hour-ish until I start teaching. So the other teacher who works here today will be arriving soon. And I'm getting everything ready to teach. So I'm going to grab the games that are for today based on the plans I have for my buddy lessons. And make sure I have all the books ready that I need for today, but everything's pretty much ready to go. I was talking earlier about preparing pieces that are for exam students who are starting their exam pieces at the moment. So I just thought I'd show you an example of one that you can see. The preparation part is mostly going through them, playing them so that I'm familiar, and then splitting them up into sections. So that little V there, that section V, I start at the end of the alphabet and go backwards because then it can't be confused with numbers, which are confused with finger numbers, or the start of the alphabet, which is confused with note names. So we use section Z and section Y, and that's just how I do it. So I've done that for those, the piece that was sitting there and another couple that since arrived because I had an Amazon delivery. I knew this yesterday. I should have checked it, but I was like, no, I don't want to. Basically, last night I saw an email or a text, I think, from the Amazon delivery saying, we delivered your package. And I was like, no, you haven't. And I thought, oh, they've left it somewhere funny. Sometimes they put it in our recycling bin. This time he'd stuck it, because it doesn't fit in the letterbox. I knew it was a piano book. This time he'd stuck it kind of up behind the letterbox. It was raining. I mean, I know they're busy, but seriously, you can't put a book out in the rain, basically, against a wall in the rain. That's what he did last night. So it was slightly damp, but it wasn't damaged, which was good. And just to explain, I know that's a photocopy, and you might be thinking, copyright. Don't worry, every student has their books. It's just for the exam pieces. I like us to be able to really write all over them and then have a clean copy in the book for their actual exam. So we just use these in the preparation process. That's why I photocopy them in this case. But it's for a student who actually has the book. They just aren't using the book to work from immediately. So since I last saw you, I have decorated the waiting room a little bit and put up the lights at the top of the stairs. My husband has put the lights outside, so I'm hoping to get a clip of those after it goes dark, and then I'll put it at the end of this video so you can see. It's, you know, just sort of fairy lights sprinkled around, but I think it looks nice. And so I did a bit of that. I did my Pilates. Just at home, I do it online. We went for a walk, we went to the shops, walked the dog, that kind of thing. Nothing too revolutionary there. And I did some more bits and pieces of work, had lunch obviously, and I'm ready for teaching. So that's going to wrap up today's video. I wanted to give you a little mention right away before I go about the send-off. So our send-off calendar is now up on the website, so I'm going to put a link to that below so you can go over and check which doors are open whenever you watch this video. There's a different door each day in December and you open it and there's a fun surprise inside. So I'm not going to say anything about the surprises, but I won't mention that again and again throughout Vlogmas, just sometimes to remind you. But basically you just go to that page every day and check and you'll see what's there. It doesn't matter what time zone you're in, just go at a certain time of day and like get in the habit of going back and seeing what's open whenever it is you visit, even if it doesn't matter what time zone you're in. It still works because you just go back at the same time every day. And a lot of people find it to be a lot of fun. So I hope you enjoyed this first Vlogmas video and I will see you tomorrow.